Yo, thank you for tuning in to No Flag Radio. I'm your host, P. Nigga back. Today we talking about where my gloves in. Don't worry about it. We doing these current events. Good to see y'all. Good to see y'all checking in for the Nizite. So, first thing we want to bring up, brother by the name of TAJ Jackson. Good old TAJ Jackson. He's the nephew of Michael Jackson, if y'all know about him. And as we know, Taj been riding for his uncle. Over the past month, we saw Oprah backtracking, and HBO started backtracking around the middle of this month. And recently, Taj Jackson, who's been a motherfucking rider, a hard up rider for his uncle, like he should, as white supremacist media try to witch hunt because they are jealous of black men in entertainment. He pointed out that HBO changed the header of the Leaving Neverland movie on, I guess, HBO's channel to say allegedly Michael Jackson was doing all of whatever the fuck they was talking about. Now look, on my channel, Michael Jackson is a gentle soul who didn't molest no kids, period, just for the record. But he noticed that they changed that header to say Michael Jackson was allegedly doing all this stuff. And he posted a screenshot, which made it funny. He posted a screenshot of the exact menu that HBO has now on their ticker here. Let me call it a ticker on their menu. There you go, right there. Y'all see that? Leaving Neverland. What that say? Two men describe the alleged abuse they suffered. You know what I mean? That's what's up. That's what's up. And in a tweet, Taj just pointed it out. He says, HBO wants to quietly slip the word alleged in after numerous lies have been widely exposed worldwide about Leaving Neverland. Calling out the fuck shit, right? And he says, too late, HBO. We warned you about the two men's past lies before Leaving Neverland even aired, and you gave us the middle finger. We will hold you accountable. So I like them words. I like the sound of that. They should be holding these punks accountable. That's what needs to happen. HBO is already being sued already for breaking the agreement with the Jackson family, saying that they couldn't slander the man in death. Right? Now they backtracking again and again. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, oh yeah, motherfucker, break that motherfucking check. Break the family off a bigger piece of that phone. Right? They gonna need about an extra, probably about 200 million tacked on to that shit. You understand? For every time they backtrack, that should be another 100 million thrown on to the shit, in my opinion. So, big shout out to Taj Jackson for riding for your uncle. Boy, we with you, man. You know what I'm saying? Next, we talking about the San Diego synagogue shooter. You know what? I didn't want to do this now, but let me just check one thing and see. Yeah, I knew somebody was in the chat. Yo, what up? I am Black Planet. Oh, let me get to this real quick. Let me don't make us choose. It's all good, man. I don't move based on what people do, man. I don't move based on what Tariq do or what nobody do, man. I got to get content out. It's a certain amount of content I got to put out. So I appreciate you feeling like you got to choose and all that, but that don't move me, man. You know what I'm saying? I got to do this, man. Got to do it, man. But yeah, good for tuning in. Thank you for tuning in. I am Black Planet. It's all good. Appreciate you for tuning in, checking me out, and all of that. But back to this synagogue shooter. A racist white supremacist by the name of John Ernest shot up a synagogue in San Diego called the Shabbat of Poway about 12 o'clock in the afternoon yesterday. Now, not only did he shoot up the synagogue, he admitted he was inspired to shoot up the synagogue by Benton Tarrant. Y'all know he's the racist white supremacist terrorist who shot up the New Zealand mosque, killed 50 people so far as we know, because you don't know how injuries go in a fucking shooting. But what this looks like is some copycat shooting shit. He said he was inspired by this guy. He said so in his own little whatever when they interviewed him, because the cops interviewed him after the shit or whatever. So even though this was a synagogue and the Ben Terrence issue that was at a mosque, I want us all to take note, right? This dude also tried to burn down a damn mosque just last month, around this time, but he didn't succeed at the shit. So that was something to look at. The people inside of the mosque, they had a chance to put the fire out or whatever. But this shooting, damn, he ran up in the motherfucker with an AR, shot and injured 3 people, killed 1, and he walked out the building, got in his car, drove off before he got stopped by a cop up the street, turned himself in. They hit him with first-degree murder, 3 counts of first-degree attempted murder. And he should be in court, they say on May 1st, I believe is the date. Yeah, at 1:30 p.m. So he'll be in court pretty soon. And what we just saw, y'all, we just witnessed white supremacist society stay on code. That whole ordeal. We saw it happen all over again with this issue, right? Just saying, look at how they did it. You know what I'm saying? They took them in calmly, alive, no fucking standoff. Don't kill white mass shooters is the police code, right? All right? This type of stuff we got to recognize, black people. This is the pattern of these grief porn ass shootings for white society. Mass shooters are grief porn for white society. Let's just say it. They like this shit. It's a turn on to them because they don't have any system in play that punishes the grief that they give everybody around this bitch by, having a consequence grading and increasingly making the punishment that they get harsher over all the years we've seen them doing this type of shit. White males in particular doing these mass motherfucking shootings that they get to do, right? They get pussy handled. They get handled like some soft, wet pussy. You know what I mean? That's what happens. Now I want to talk about some things with this, the way it happened. The mass shooters, like I said, they're becoming cookie cutter copycat shootings. This Ernest guy, he said he copied everything the New Zealand guy did. And in more ways than one, you saw how that happened. I don't think that's a coincidence. He posted a manifesto to 8chan. I'll take a look at a few things that he did. He posted a manifesto to 8chan, just like the dude in New Zealand, just like Tarrant. He had a nigger tirade, a Jew tirade, and a Muslim tirade in his manifesto. You know what I'm saying? He repeatedly credits 8chan with hyping them up to do this shit. You got people on the site 8chan. Let me pull up their little logo. I believe we have it here. There they go. Constantly propping up the people on 8chan, right? And these people on 8chan, they hyping them up to do this shit. And, all these psycho motherfuckers on the site hyping up this motherfucker to get a high score and shoot up a lot of people. They were the same they were also hyping up the other motherfucker, right? This is how they doing shit. They are like a cheering section, a gladiator cheering section for white supremacist mass shooters. All right? The weapon was the same for the New Zealand shooter. I just want y'all to look at it, right? On 8chan, it's some shit that you just gotta understand. So my question is, how is the weapon the same? All these motherfucking coincidences with the way they post the fucking manifesto on 8chan. How is it, the same kind of cheering section? How is it all these mass shooters are posting to 8chan and all the people seem to openly know about these events on 8chan? You understand? And also, he mentioned that, in his manifesto, he mentioned that, the feds, I know the feds is on me. I know the feds is on the site watching us and listening to me and others. Right? That's odd. It's like, it's no mystery, obviously, that the feds peruse this fucking site, right? According to the shooter and according to those who get on the site. So, The feds be on 8chan. I'm still putting it together. Yet we know it's the site where white supremacists go to talk about people they want to kill. Repetitively, they go here. You understand? Like, so I think these white supremacist shooters, these white extremist guys who want to be mass shooters, they go to 8chan where they know they can get plugged in with the feds. That's what I think. They go there to get their marching orders, so to speak. They get their Manchurian candidate goddamn initiation process started. They get their pain, drug, hypnosis trigger words programmed into them. Either that shit's going on, or some of these shooters with these manifestos on 8chan, they gotta be the fucking feds. You understand? That's what makes sense to me. You know what I mean? You know, they said the Ernest guy, they said his manifesto was nearly the same as the New Zealand guy. You know what I mean? I know he said he was inspired by the dude, but how much dick riding can one man do? Like that. You know what I'm saying? That's like some wind up doll ass shit. Like they're being fed the same template from some outside source type shit. That's what it sounds like to me. They're being fed that shit and acting on it after being fed the shit, right? Just a little too similar of an aspect in an issue, right? The fucking manifesto letter. You know, a manifesto, that's like, how is that the same as another motherfucker's? I mean, that's supposed to be your crowning glory. If you this psychotic motherfucker or whatever, you out here doing mass shootings, a manifesto, that's like some original shit. That's some crowning glory shit. How does it mirror somebody else's crowning glory? Like, nah. And they were, you know, going line for line. Like, there's so many similarities. Like, so just think about that. It don't make sense. There's even links in his document that link to the same like document dumping sites. Like there's one called Pastebin, one called Mediafire, where they dump documents, like a document dump, kind of like Google Docs or whatever. The other motherfucker in New Zealand used the same document dump links, right? So it's so many receipts pointing out the cookie cutter-ness of this behavior, right? So just keep in mind that the different white supremacist arms in the internet world, and possibly the militia cop fed complex that we talk about all the time, these motherfuckers could be helping these racist white supremacist terrorist acts thrive. You understand? Feds is tuned into that shit and they not stopping it. You know what I mean? They getting taken alive and ain't nobody changed that pattern. Like, what's happening? And on another note, you know, they had your boy Trump come out and talk about it. Trump was like, man, I want to give a sincere thank you to the Border Patrol agent who stopped the shooter at the synagogue. And everybody been riding Trump for that little tweet he put up. And I'm just like, you know, Trump, don't oversell it too much. But some people was biting it. Like, oh yeah, a good guy with a gun stops a bad guy with a gun. I wonder if the fake news will report this truth, right? You know how white supremacists, they embellished and aggrandize shit to make it look like they did something bigger than what the fuck they really did, right? Or make it look like something big happened to make their point, but when some shit really big didn't really fucking happen, right? And the truth is, I mean, the dude, he ran up in the motherfucking spot, he shot up what he was gonna shoot up. The dude shot at a guy's car. He shot at his car. He didn't shoot at the fucking person. He shot at the car while the guy was in it and he was fleeing. He ain't stopped one bullet from being expelled out of the man's gun into the crowd, into the walls, into the fucking chairs in the synagogue. He got off all of his bullets. He got all this shit off. No stop. Then he turned around. He walked to his car. He opened his car. He got into his car. He closed the door. He started the car up. He pulled off. No, he put it in drive and he pulled the fuck off. And the motherfucker shot at the car as he was leaving. Like, come on, man, you know. that ain't what he had on his mind, was to really get that guy. Everybody making all kinds of excuses for the guy, but the Border Patrol guy, he wasn't the hero. Trump, I'm sorry, man, he wasn't the hero, dog. You and anybody who believe that, he wasn't the hero, man. Just give it up. You understand? But it was just funny to see people aggrandize what actually happened. So that was that point. Before I get on to the boy Talib Kweli, let me check, see what's in the chat. I'll see a few people in the chat, a few more souls in the chat. Let me see what we in there talking about. Matter of fact, let me put it up and bring it on the damn screen, huh? How about that? Damn, I can see it. I can see it, but it helps to put it on the fucking screen, right? There y'all go. There y'all can see y'allself. I want y'all to see y'allself on the screen. I mean, that's part of the enjoyment factor. Who we got? Antoine Donalds. My brother, you look like a character of Mortal Kombat, no doubt. Hey, man, you know. All right. Saying, get over here, type shit. You know what I mean? That's how I do things, man. That's how I come to my sessions. That's how I feel comfortable giving y'all the news, man. You know what I'm saying? If I'm giving news, I gotta do this shit in a way I feel comfortable, man. What the fuck, though? So, I wanted to get into that man Talib Kweli. This was from last week, but y'all know I missed last week's current event. I was working on getting this site to look a certain way. So y'all know that shit took all my weekend, blew all my shit away. But we all know that man Talib Kweli went in on BOYCE WATKINS. Well, he went in with BOYCE WATKINS, rather. I'm not even saying he went in on him, but he went on his show. He went on BOYCE WATKINS' show, having a nice little back fence gossiping hissy fit, talking all kind of tough against ADOS and Yvette Carnell. Let me get his picture up here. Brother BOYCE WATKINS. I'll be back to y'all in the chat and then put y'all back up there in the mix in a little bit. Y'all see boys, there you go. So there you go. That's your boy BOYCE. Went up to motherfucking BOYCE to get some validation. This Talib Kweli character. Talib, the nigga who be threatening people and cussing people out on Twitter all day. He's on this soapbox of, y'all know what he doing. Fuck Trump. Fuck Trump. ADOS is trash. ADOS is trash. He talking down on this big ass bag we gotta get. This is like a civil rights size bag, a civil rights movement ass bag. All because he don't like one man sitting off somewhere. I mean, totally ignoring the validity, the content, the deservedness, the ancestor struggle behind the bag. All because he don't like some motherfucker sitting over somewhere. You know what I mean? Just because he don't like somebody being president for 4 years. Like, all right, you're gonna shit on the whole transgenerational thing we trying to set up because you don't like somebody for 4 years. Okay. I feel if Trump was a Democrat right now, Talib be the motherfucker sitting up talking about fuck the bag, fuck getting the bag, just because Yvette is a co-creator of the ADOS shit. That's what I want to get into, because they all was getting in on Yvette, taking their little pot shots at Yvette. But BOYCE WATKINS, the man you see in the picture, he gives this man hours on his show to say, I don't like Yvette, ADOS is trash, I don't like Yvette, ADOS is trash. All because Yvette don't work for BOYCE no more. That's what's not being said. I mean, BOYCE wanted to hide it, but I already put it together. The minute I saw Talib, I was like, that's some old hating ass shit. All because Yvette don't fuck with him no more for whatever reason. I still don't know how they broke up. I mean, like, do any of y'all know what the fuck happened? Let me get to my chair real quick. Yo, do any of y'all know what happened with BOYCE and Yvette? Like, what happened to the point where he feel like he gotta allow some motherfucker to come up to his fucking platform or get on his platform talking shit about her? Like, what the fuck? It must have been some badass shit, because she ain't been fucking with him for years, and he just gone out of the clear blue sky, bring some hater motherfucker, some little midget ass, hating ass, weirdo motherfucker on the show to bring hate. You know what I mean? I still don't know how they broke up, but whatever it was, it must have been fucked up enough for this dude to to hold on to it. You know what I mean? He's holding on to this shit, obviously. And he's letting this little chump ass, leprechaun ass, sexual assault allegations having ass, teeny weeny little man talk shit about ADOS for an hour on his show, and him being the foreman of that whole shit. Like, that's a bad look, Boyce Watkins. I unsubscribed from Boyce about a year and a half, 2 years ago for my own reasons and shit. I just noticed he had too much the root shit going on. All of his interviewers, all these people that did his stories, they was doing root stories every day. It was a story from the root, the root. And I was like, man, is Boyce just out of touch, or do he not know the Root is a publication full of hater ass moist motherfuckers? You know what I'm saying? Giving they spin on black life around this bitch. You know what I mean? So I signed off on his shit for that shit. I stopped fucking with him just on the account of that. This ain't the first time somebody done left Boyce hanging either. When you think about it, we talking about Yvette, but y'all might remember that boy Yarima Karama. Remember Yarima? Shout out to Yarima, man. Yo, he left Boyce. So why is that, Boyce? You know what I mean? That's what I'm thinking. And I checked for Yarima, y'all. You know, on Twitter, he posts nothing but official real ass shit. He be posting real ass shit. I fuck with Yarima. So why Boyce fucking with this weirdo motherfucker? You know what I'm saying? He also brought some chick on the show. I guess I could say weirdo motherfuckers. He brought some chick on the show, so that's plural. Some chick, I forget her name, damn. Brought some chick on the show. I forget her platform name. It was women, something, women power, women with jobs, women who are excellent and get good jobs, some shit. But she's, you know, you can tell she's trying to tread lightly around the topic, but she's taking little jabs and nodding in agreement with certain off-color shit. Nodding in agreement in places where I would really disapprove of a motherfucker. I mean, nah. You know what I'm saying? So who is this person? Like, does anybody know who this person is that Boyce done went and found? All I know is that she had a big-ass weave. She had a big weave. So I'm going to call her Big Weave. I don't know her name, but you know what I'm saying? This is what Boyce has been reduced to, y'all. It's sad to say. You're pointing fingers at some girl, Yvette. And he's still mad that she ain't fucking with him no more or whatever. And he giving his forum over to angry little private school brat-ass leprechaun motherfuckers who kick that party loyalty shit. He's kicking a party loyalty conversation to us, black people. That's what Talib Kweli's doing. Alright? He's not thinking that we've matured past party loyalty shit, right? So that's his problem. I don't know what to say about that. And in this week in ADOS news, I want to let y'all know I'll be getting into what we need to be bringing. Since we're talking about parties, I'm going to be getting to what we need to be bringing to Republicans. It's a less congested feel. It's Trump and Bill Weld. That's it. So I want to talk about what we need to be mobilizing around the Republicans. And y'all might get that on my Friday or Saturday cast next week, so be prepared for that. This week is going to be heavy. I'm going to do a few ADOS premieres, some things that I want y'all to check out. We're going to get into the Latinos, Indians, and Asians' relationship to ADOS. It's going to be a hefty week. But to continue, leave them people alone, those reparations haters, those weirdos. Oh, let me put his face up since we're looking at it. There you go. There you boy. Matter of fact, let me check out the chat too before I go on to the next spot. Where's the chat at? Yeah, you know, that's why I think it's important that I do my post on the non-Democrats. You know, we want to get a lot of this energy away from just everybody on the Democrat, and all of this shit. Okay, so nothing flipped in the chat. I think it's important that we do that, man, because, you know, we want to move our conversations on, and we got idiots like this fool here. He not kicking nothing to even the Democrats to what they need to be inundated with, and we done slaughtered the Democrats in terms of the shit they kicking. So it's like, all right, let's on to the next target with us. We ain't playing. We a moving vessel. We on to the next target to go get, and because we got to get and get the divvy up like everybody else be getting. We need to get that. All right, reparations. That's all we kicking. So the next thing I want to bring up real quick is the COON of the motherfucking day. we got a coon of the day. It's coming in the name of Bernie Sanders. We're talking about, all these Democrats. Bernie Sanders, he's another fool or whatever out here that he gets no love. We've chopped him up. I've chopped him up. Everybody in black social media done chopped him up. He's been chopped up, and wood chipped. She looking bad out here. So we got a coon of the week to get on, a new coon. She's a non-ADOS black person by the name of Nat Babu on Twitter. Don't ask me how she came up with that name. Nat Babu. I spelled it in the motherfucking ticker. I think I spelled it. I think I spelled it right. But the way she talked, I want to say she is a non-ADOS black person. And by the way she talking, I'm guessing she comes from a line of the immigrant coon buffer class. Because she found it in her heart to finger wag black women for booing the shit out of Bernie Sanders at this She the People conference that happened not too long ago. So Bernie Sanders, I guess he had a guest spot at this She the People. And he was asked, what are you going to do about white supremacist violence? Sister, that was a very good question. The sister that asked him, I think her name was Eileen or Amy. And he was like, well, I marched with Dr. King. His answer was, I marched with Dr. King. When asked, what is he going to do about white supremacist violence? And he got booed, right? As he should have. And I'm salute to those sisters out there who says, fuck you, you old cracker. You don't know what you talking about when you get to talking shit around the topic and not hitting the topic. You don't know what the fuck you talking about or who you talking to. We can smell it. So we finna boo your ass. I mean, it's that, right? So he got booed. And then he started talking about how he was cool with Jesse Jackson right after he got booed. And I'm just like, all right, dog, yeah, you jumped off the deep end with that bullshit. You haven't learned shit from none of your other Democrats we done slaughtered out here. Another out of touch old motherfucker, right? He ain't paying attention to how we get down, to who we done laid out. He ain't paying attention. So this lady, Nat Babu, whatever, boo boo, bad boo. She's finger wagging ADOS black women. Let me pull the vocal up on it just so y'all can get a taste of her bullshit. What the fuck she kicking. I'm just gonna play the audio. I'm not gonna play the
MLK, a crowd full
okay,
of
here we go.
talk about. Just wanted to make a quick video to talk about the She the People Summit with Bernie Sanders. He actually was booed. He was booed when he mentioned marching with MLK. A crowd full of black women booed the man that was chained to a black woman during the 60s. Think about this. A crowd full of black women booed the man that was chained to the black woman during the 60s. This is insane. We're getting into insanity right now. Let me tell you something. Hashtag tangible. Bernie was chained to a black woman when it was not cool to do so, right? You didn't have a lot of white people chained to black people at that time. So that took courage. When people say, well, it was a long time ago, that took courage. And I'm tired of people dismissing it like it was nothing. Hashtag tangible. Let me tell you something else. In 1988, Bernie was the only Democrat that was supporting Jesse Jackson run for the Democratic presidential primary, right? He actually gave a speech for Jesse Jackson. And during the speech, all of his Democratic candidates turned their back at Bernie Sanders. They didn't want to listen to him. And when he actually was done with the speech, he walked down. Some woman came up to him and slapped him. So you want to talk about ethic? You want to talk about character? Bernie has the ethic and the character. And you want to compare that to a Joe Biden?
All right. That's all I'm going to play of her crap, y'all. So y'all see she's on some shit like Bernie is a humanitarian. He got chained up with black people. He chained himself up to black women, and nobody was doing that. Again, looking at symbolic motherfucking platitudes and not about the substance of what the fuck he stand for. And I'm surprised that she had the nuts at the end of the video. Not only was she finger wagging black women from America through the shit, she had the nuts to mention Joe Biden. She about to go in with Joe Biden. And I'm like, Joe Biden? Joe Biden? Joe Biden? You know, what the fuck, right? Joe Biden, y'all already know, the 94 crime bill is horrible. All that 3 strikes, all that more time for crack than cocaine, all of that violence, domestic abuse violence, sentencing, all that shit meant to target black men. They not taking no white men to jail for long amounts of time for domestic violence. That's not what happens. All that shit, that one bill propelled America to the highest prison population in the world at that time. It boosted America through the roof on that shit. America right now today is 5% of the world population, and we're like a third of the world's prison population. Think about that shit, all right? So she don't want to get on Joe Biden. I don't want to start on Joe Biden. And Michael Avenatti, he's supporting Joe Biden, right? Anybody that's fucking with Joe Biden, I just went on motherfucking Avenatti. Come on, man. Y'all already know. But this chick, you know, I almost feel sorry for her talking points because, you know, she operates at such a surface level with her understanding of politics, and she is non-ADOS. It's just funny to see her talk and run her mouth so matter-of-factly against the reactions of our women here whose spirit is in the air around this bitch, whose ancestors' blood is in the ground and in the crops that grow here that people eat every day, right? Real matter-of-factly and very chastisingly. And she from France, as a matter of fact. I want to say that. She's a Euro black. I mean, so this is the Euro black. She from France, y'all. So my non-ADOS blacks, look, this is one of those non-ADOS blacks we be talking about when we say y'all need to call out those of y'all who come over here tripping. Understand? Y'all got to call out those of y'all that come over here tripping. Because evidently the message ain't getting through. The grapevine, they motherfucking black talk is about everything in the world except the vetted diaspora COON. Motherfucking Lovely T, her motherfucking black talk is about everything in the world except this vetted diaspora COON motherfucker that we see right here. Understand? She don't make no time to call them motherfuckers out. World Star, they don't find no video space and shit like that to talk to their viewers and say, viewers, this is World Star. Look, these vetted diaspora COONs, this is y'all bullshit right here. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. This is where y'all fucking up. They don't do none of that shit. So, I'm just making a point. Oh, if I see somebody jump in the chat. What up, Afro? Oh, let me get to the chat real quick before you know what I'm saying? Afro chat. We wouldn't want to be chained to that weave. Yeah, you know, I wasn't gonna say nothing. You know, in a lot of her videos, I watched a few of her posts, and she's one of the bleeding hearts for Bernie. That's what she does. She is going back and forth with all these white supremacist females. Or I want to say these white females that are on Hillary's camp. Let me correct that. She's going back and forth with these white females that's Team Hillary, right? I'm gonna say it like that, right? We are talking about Hillary though, so I could be considered correct, right? When I say white supremacist female, right? But she's on this thing of I'm being abused by people who hate Bernie, and so she's basically trying to find a way to play the victim, and she's on the team of the underdog, and everybody's trying to get at her negatively because of that, right? And you know, people like her, you know, their vision of politics is very limited. in a lot of ways, especially what's going on here. She came from France. She says she's been in America for 22 years. And for that, I say, you know, I meet a lot of non-ADOS black people, and a lot of them can't talk to you about politics outside of just who running. They like seem to get a rise out of that conversation, but they can't talk to you about COINTEL coming through the government, coming through polity, coming through politics, right? Just put that shit together. They can't talk to you about assassinations of black figures coming through politics, right? They can't talk to you about Biden's crime bill that Bernie signed the fuck off on, right? Because they just got here. You know what I mean? Just keep it real. And when that bill passed, you know what I mean? Their family was probably trying to be under the radar and get a green card and a job. And they don't want to get no strike. They don't want to get no strike against them. You see what I'm saying? So a lot of them are into politics for just the sport, is what I want to get at. For a lot of them, they fuck with social media, politics, all of it, just to assimilate and to feel more American, really. That's as far as they thought the shit out. It's kind of like, you know how the Asians, when they get here, they start buying all these symbols of success, like brand name, this and that. That's, you know, from the marketing world, I came across that information. Like, you know, Asians, they're the most brand conscientious group out there, right? They don't care if something is not name brand and it's of better quality. You understand? They want the brand name because of what it symbolizes. Right? It symbolizes you've arrived at the shores of American consumerism, right? You're up on American designers, okay? It gives them a sense of feeling like they have assimilated, like they belong here now, type shit, right? This lady, you know, she's all, you know, talking about, oh, Bernie's gonna help her tax bracket because she's, you know, she's in a certain tax bracket. Her husband got a good job. She got a good job. She's been bragging on all this different types of shit. But he ain't gonna help the black American here en masse again. So she's stuck on this singularity idea, and non-ADOS blacks, COON or otherwise, and a lot of them are like that with politics, right? Real singular-minded, you know, looking for what the feel of politics and the feel of the participatory part of politics is like. But we've evolved past that as ADOS. We're not just about how it feel to vote like our ancestors was. It just feel good. I'm a man on some Memphis City worker shit, the sanitation worker shit. I'm a man. Get that I am a man, I am here shit out of here. It's more than I am here. It's bitch. We want that money right there, bitch. We gonna snatch it. Bitch, we want it. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. That's the kind of vibe we on. And for non-ADOS blacks, politics is about them feeling like they own brand. Like they own brand motherfuckers around this bitch. You know what I mean? But so much of the substance they miss is what I'm saying. Because they're playing the party game. They're playing the candidate game. And we looking at the transgenerational wealth game. We're looking at the code that we're going to keep in place with or without transgenerational wealth in terms of how we protect each other, how we do business with each other, et cetera, et cetera. That's the type of shit we on, right? So, you know, so like I said, you know, and I get a lot of love from my non-ADOS blacks, you know what I mean, in the comments. So I know this will go over well with y'all. I know y'all catching my draft in this motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, that's my current event for y'all, man. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to hit that like button. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you know when a man dropping. Saying, got the motherfucking Teespring. Don't forget to check that shit out. That shit be the bee's knees. You know what I'm saying? I got some new designs. Probably I'm gonna drop like tonight. Got some new shit I'm gonna drop. You understand? Try to keep all manner of t-shirts popping up every week. I'm gonna just keep dropping and keep dropping and keep dropping, and y'all gonna like something. I told y'all I got some new shit coming that was gonna blow everybody's mind, but I still ain't dropped it yet. Y'all still ain't seen what it's going G yet. So just keep soaking up on all these designs. It's all gonna culminate into what I'm working on now. Y'all gonna be like, oh shit, I told you it was gonna be something that's gonna blow y'all mind. So be ready. Be ready. But yeah. I want to pull up that one again now. I guess we all good. I'm going through all the screens. You know, I get to select what screens I want to do, but it's been cool getting at y'all. For those that showed up, thank y'all. Get it, y'all.